name's Simon Martin and I'm 32 years old. I'm the restaurant owner and chef at Manor. So relatively early on in the restaurant's conception, we started to understand more about the tasting menu or a multi-course menu. And we came to understand that it's something that had actually been done for 1,000 years. It all started with kaiseki. And kaiseki is a Japanese cuisine that originated in Kyoto, which was a menu that represented seasonality. And that's essentially what it was in essence, yet it had this feeling of there being an ebb and a flow, and there was a reason why everything existed on the menu. Nothing was there that didn't need to be there, or nothing was there that detracted from the feelings that we wanted to give people when they ate the food. Being a restaurant of this style and having the red plaque on the door, there is some expectation in terms of the construction of the menu. And then I ended up opening the restaurant here, and this passion had been sort of building for a while, but it wasn't until Manor became something before we could even class it as a restaurant that I really started to develop this work-life relationship, which doesn't feel like work anymore. It's just what I love to do, and I'm lucky enough to be in this position. My girlfriend was a nurse here, and I was working abroad, and we didn't want to do long-distance relationship anymore. So I thought I was ready to sort of have my own restaurant, essentially, and I just wanted something empty and new. And we came to Ancoats, and it wasn't this sort of food neighbourhood that it is now. I worked with an interior designer, and I'd never worked with one before, because obviously as a chef all you do is cook up until the point is until you get your own restaurant. And the ideology I had behind the food was reflected in the design of the place. We sort of fell on this design of sort of amalgamation between a cathedral and a theatre. A lot of people don't know this, but the lights crossing over each other as they do is inspired by a sort of a church setting. And then with the kitchen being the altar/stage. A very strong opinion of mine was that if people are good at what they do, you should be able to see that. It should be open for everyone to see. What I think makes the dishes special is just our process. We make everything every day. We only use the best produce, sometimes to our financial demise. No, maybe not demise, but financial deficit. But that's what we want to do. It was never the goal here to make money. I think what makes the food special is just how much everybody puts into it. We have good recipes, we have good practices, and we give it our all. I've never believed that a restaurant can exist if it doesn't aggressively try to progress. I get asked all the time, when's the next restaurant coming? And honestly, this is more than enough for me right now. I do believe that without considerable infrastructure, no individual can have multiple restaurants without diluting himself, which is the last thing I want to do. I never like to look too far ahead. I've never really believed in 10, 15-year plans because, things change, feelings and people change. So I'd rather let sort of nature do its work in that sense, or fate, if you believe in it. There are a few ethoses behind the development of the team here, I would say. Of course, career progression for them is always going to be a huge driving factor and something that needs to be done. We have a staff shortage, and we definitely have a lack of skills. So, and we need to be inspiring the next generation, so to speak. If we don't spend our time here progressing the team, then there's no future for the industry.